Hi, my name is Hannah Patchen, and I'm currently a senior at Northside High School and a part-time dual enrollment student at Columbus State University. I was born and raised in Georgia, and I'm 18 years old. And much like the Khalid song 18, I'm young and broke, but luckily I'm not dumb. I'm the youngest out of all of my family, and I'm the only girl out of 8 cousins, which means I learned how to be very tough at a very young age, and I also learned the importance of sports in the South. I learned the rules and regulations of football before I could even walk or talk, and the term and saying "Go Gators" was brainwashed into me before I was even out of the womb. With an older brother by 3 years, being aggressive and competitive became second nature to me. I started dancing at the age of 8, and Sass became my middle name. I also started to learn my way around the court shortly after and fell in love with the sport volleyball. I played as a DS and libero in volleyball for 7 years, and I only wish it could have lasted longer. Volleyball was the first sport I fell in love with, and it took me all over the United States, providing me with great opportunities. I got to visit Penn State and meet the legendary coach Russ Rose, and then also watch a top 10 team scrimmage for their practice. This past year, I also got to go to a Nike tournament in Arizona and play against some of the top players in the United States, which was awesome. I also have a little toy poodle named Coco who is 13 years old. A fun fact about me, my parents originally thought that I was going to be a boy when I was born. When they found out that I was going to be a girl, they decided to let my brother name me. Hannah might be a basic name, but the story behind how I got it is very original. My brother Hunter loved Barney, as any little kid does, but what he loved more than Barney was the little girl on the show that he thought was cute, and her name was Hannah. So that's how I got my name, and while Hannah might be a basic name, in this case it isn't. Speaking of childhood, every kid is often asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? For me, I always wanted to be a doctor. Even when I was really little, that was always my response. When I got to high school, my response was still the same. I already had connections in different medical areas, such as a nurse practitioner and in anesthesiology, and I even had 3 family members who chose to go into the medical field for their career. I had never dreamed of doing anything else because that was what had interested me so much, and I always knew a lot about it. Although when I chose my pathway in high school, I decided to choose marketing. What drew me in was the idea of fashion merchandising and the fact that if you were in this marketing program at Northside, you got to help plan prom and homecoming themes, and even plan a prom fashion show. I began to love every minute of being in that class and even the business and finance that went behind it. I even started getting job experience by working in Northside School store during my lunch period hours, and by senior year, I obtained the position of a manager in the school store. I also participated in DECA, where I got to compete at a career development competition, and it prepared me for future interviews and jobs. I've also gotten hands-on experience by going to America's Mart 3 years in a row. My experience with marketing in high school has taken me to places I never dreamed it would, and it has been an unforgettable experience. This is what influenced me to pursue a career in marketing and in the marketing field, which is what I intend to major in now. It is an ever-changing field, and I truly believe I've found my passion. Thank you so much for hearing me talk and learning a little bit more about me and who I am and what makes me me.